What's happening, everybody? Thank you very much for tuning in to San Diego Prep Insider. I'm your host, Christian Pedersen, and joining us next, we got a great conversation with Malcolm Williams from Saint Augustine High School. He's committed to go play some football at USD, so let's get to know more about the local product staying local. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Dude, I'm doing very well, man. Congratulations. That's freaking awesome that you made a decision, let alone that decision. Why USD? Why?
Coaching staff, really good coaches. They also have a good history of winning. I think I saw somewhere on Twitter where they have like some of the most conference wins in the FCS, something like that. And also just the culture. We had a guy at our school named David Baxter, who's at USD right now, and just being around him and being around some of the other guys that he brought from his team, just getting the feel for those guys and how they work out and everything he tells me about it seemed like a place I wanted to be.
I think USD gets overlooked just because of SDSU's existence as being the de facto like little brother, but there's a surprising amount of like really versatile, skilled athletes that always wind up at USD. So you mentioned specifically, guys already on your team, but did seeing any of the other guys from around San Diego going there from the last couple years or this class have any effect on you?
Not really so much. Just because I know we all take different paths and stuff like that. But yeah, everything that went into the decision was kind of personal. It didn't really have too much to do with who I saw go there or anything like that.
Was there one final moment where you're like, okay, I've made my decision, or was this kind of once USD showed up with an offer, you're like, yo, I'm going to be hard pressed to say no to this?
No, it was kind of like one final moment. I was kind of sitting down with my mom, and we were just talking about some options that I had, and she was just kind of telling me that she thought that USD would be a great place for me to grow. Even though it's still in San Diego, she thought that the educational part of it was a big deal, and I also agreed, and so did my father, and that was kind of like the sign for me to make the decision.
Do you have a major in mind?
I'm planning on majoring in business.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. I look forward to working for you someday when you own all of San Diego, or whatever. I mean, do you have do you have something already in mind? Have you thought like past football, past college, past everything? Are you that kind of a guy, or are you just happy to be going to college? Because that's a poorly phrased question, but I always have to ask, because sometimes I talk to kids and people will have like their whole lives planned out, and I find that fascinating.
Nothing really too, like I'm not really looking too far into the future on what I want to do, because it's just so much that I'm kind of interested in. But definitely somewhere in the realm of kind of making my own money, owning my own things and stuff like that.
Dope. And I like I said, it was kind of a poorly phrased question, but sometimes I come on, like medical students tend to, I'm going to be a doctor at this by, kind of year, or like lawyer type people. So I'm just always curious. Yeah. You ready to switch from purple to blue? Has the wardrobe already begun changing? Do you own a ton of USD stuff yet?
I don't, but soon it will be like that.
Do you own any USD stuff? I mean, do you have something?
I don't.
You don't have it. Wait, you have decided to go play college football there, and you don't have a single USD piece of clothing? All right. The first, okay, we are, I'm marking the tape. All right. We're going to cut it right here. And we're going to tag USD football in this and say, get that man something.
Yeah.
Anything.
A hat or something.
If that is what you will like, that's how we will phrase it. Get that man a hat, get him something cool. Get him anything. Get him a visor. Get him a beanie. Get him something. Get him a sombrero. I feel for you, man. That is brutal. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Oh man. Hey, have you at least taken a visit then on campus?
I've been to USD before. Obviously before. Not like a football.
But but as long as you've been on campus.
Yeah. No, I've been on campus a couple of times. I mean, we've had in the past couple of years, we've had 7-on-7 tournaments at USD. I also play basketball, so we've been to the basketball gym, and I've taken a couple field trips there with one of my classes that I had. So I've definitely been to USD, but
Deal.
just with the yeah.
So what have you been up to? I mean, I know that you guys have been school and preparing for a hopeful football season, but everyone's had a little bit more downtime than usual in the last year. Do you now know how to like juggle? Do you play the guitar? You had to have picked up some crazy something in all your downtime through quarantine.
There was two things that I started doing. The first one was I kind of started getting into boxing. One of the guys who I actually grew up with, he went to Saints. Isaac Greg, his dad is a former boxer, and he coaches and he has his own boxing team. So I asked if I can come through with him and work out, get my hands right, stuff like that, and get in shape or stay in shape rather. And I mean, it's just been something.
No, that's get in shape. No matter how athletic you are, that's get in shape. From what I understand,
Yeah.
It is,
and it's definitely something I've like fell in love with. Like it's kind of addicting because the first day was super hard. I mean, just like the running and stuff like that, and then I've kind of just kept going back, and I don't know, I fell in love with it.
Now, are you saying that you fell in love with the workouts associated with boxing, or have you actually stepped in the ring and sparred a little bit?
I've stepped in the ring and sparred. It wasn't really like a spar. It was kind of like light shadow boxing. Touch them up or whatever. And I mean, and that's fun too. That's actually the funnest part. Now that I'm talking about it, it's way funner than running and all that stuff.
When I ask, because I take this hopefully as a compliment, not an insult, but linebackers are crazy people. Like actual insane people. Like you guys are mentally unstable compared to you prefer of all the options in sports to run between the tackles and smash people at full speed with just body flying. It's insane. So, I mean, I guess it would make sense then that you'd like the premise of just standing in there and fighting with somebody at point blank range because you are not a small dude. So I'm assuming you pack a decent punch. Count me out of ever getting too close to one of those. I see you are at the Saints facility right now.
Yeah.
What's the general vibe? I mean, I know everybody's optimistic and hoping, fingers crossed, we all want a football season, but what's been the last couple weeks there?
We're all hopeful. Just with Governor Newsom lifting this stay-at-home order, kind of has us actually like having hope again. Before we kind of lost it, but now it's kind of coming back. I mean, and we've had a couple weeks off from training, but I mean, we were still working out even when the stay-at-home order was in. We were coming to school and we were working out right after. And if we had to go 2 weeks from now, we would be ready to go. Just because we're that hungry, we're not ready. So, it's a hopeful vibe.
Okay, fair enough. I like that. I like having hope. How good can the team be this year? Because, I mean, we're probably not going to get a full-blown state. I mean, we're definitely not getting state championships. We might be able to figure out, though, who is the best team if we get 5 or 6 games in. What are we looking at this year?
I mean, we're really young, but, we have a lot of hardworking guys on the team, and this team kind of reminds me of the team that we had in 2018 when we won the CIF championship. We didn't really have too much talent all around, but we all cared for each other and we all were willing to go out and die on the field for each other. And I really mean that. That's the vibe that was on the team in 2018. So, I think that even though we probably won't have championships and stuff like that, I think that the people on our team definitely give me the feeling that we're going to be pretty great.
I love talking to anybody Saints or Cathedral because the Holy Bowl is kind of a rivalry that is on that neck. Like it could be a low-key small college rivalry and you wouldn't know the difference. So I usually ask the open-ended question of just what is it like being inside of that rivalry?
It's great. is great. You kind of really don't think about Cathedral until you get to Cathedral Week. But I mean, just game day is great. Going to school, everybody's talking to you about the game and good luck at the game. Getting on the bus and pulling up to the parking lot, whether it's at Mesa College or it's at their stadium. There's lots of tailgating going on, and then just the crowd. That's actually the most exciting part of the game for me, at least when I go out onto the field. Is that
Malcolm? Can you hold on a second? Can you hold on a second? Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I'm just finishing up an interview with Malcolm Williams from Saints. So no, wait, wave hi to Malcolm. Wave hi to Malcolm. Okay. Bye. Sorry, that's my fiance. Getting off of work. Yeah. Okay, so we'll find a way to splice that in. But the thing that to me, because you talk about people coming up to you talking about the game and all that. The thing that I want to know more about though is the things that we can't see like that, the things that are on the field, the moments of respect where you're like, man, I do hate everybody at Cathedral, but I kind of also recognize that like it's fun to have that. Like, have there been some of those moments where you're like, man, I do hate these guys, but at the same time, I kind of love these guys, and not having this rivalry for this year has made me realize like, oh, that's weird. I kind of need them in my life.
Yeah. Last year I was playing a flex 3 technique, and which is built to stop their type of offense, the wing T offense. And the past couple of years, the Cathedral offensive line have been huge. So it's definitely like a battle in the trenches. I mean, I'm like getting thrown around and all types of stuff, and even as I'm explaining it and it doesn't sound very fun, I miss it. Knowing that I don't know if that's going to happen this year, I kind of miss engaging blockers and stuff like that.
It makes me think back to the first time that we met in person. Was, I want to say, your sophomore year. I came out for some interviews, and that time Coach Kramer was like with the full big ball that he throws around, like that he was rolling it like full tilt at you guys. I mean, he was throwing it back and forth, and you guys were like kind of bouncing off of it a little bit, having to fight him back and being like, okay, like as you say all this, like I miss this contact. I'm just visualizing that, like that was your daily life with no matter what angle it was coming at you, just a lot of insanity being thrown at you. So, I mean, sorry to take this in a sad direction, but what are you going to miss when you're leaving this place? Because obviously, I mean, if we're talking right now and you're there at Saints, it's something that you care about, and it's something that is a big part of you.
Really, a lot less about the football aspect of it. I mean, even though I'm a miss playing football here at Saints, just being around the guys. That's like the funnest part of being on the team, is just being in the locker room with the guys. When we used to have training camp, we used to eat lunch together after our tour-a-days and stuff like that. And I'm gonna miss the jokes there, and winning and coming back on the bus. That's always really fun. I'm gonna miss going to mass with the guys before the games. That's what we do before every game. Just kind of like that camaraderie. It's definitely different, and I don't think it's really the same at any other school.
Let me ask you this: since you're staying local, and you will be here next year, if it lines up time-wise that you're available to come join us, would you be able to step into the booth for our play-by-play broadcast of the Holy Bowl and do a quarter of football with us?
Of course.
Deal. I'm stoked for that. Whatever week that is this coming football season, I really hope we can get you there on that Friday for that experience. That'd be a lot of fun.
You got me.
We'll close on a happier question. When you go on to USD, you will have teammates coming in from outside of San Diego, and I would hope that you, as an ambassador of our city to the new kids to San Diego, would have some stuff in mind in terms of the best places to show off. So I want to know, top Mexican food place that you're going to take somebody who you meet next year and they are not from San Diego. Where are you taking them?
Well, obviously, I have to take them to Tacos El Gordo, because, of course, I have to take them there. Because that's like the most authentic Mexican food you can get. Where else would I take them?
Yeah. Okay.
The
Look,
Barrel.
anybody, yeah, hold on. Side note, anyone that's like, oh, these places, oh, they recruit from North County. This proves that this kid is not from Encinitas and it has a decent feel for San Diego's true culture. That's a great answer. What do you get there?
I get the Alabama tacos.
Ooh, I go
Like,
fries. I go Autobata fries.
I've had the Alabama fries, and they're kind of heavy.
Well,
Not
that's
gonna lie.
okay. So I was a pitcher and I'm not an athlete. So hence why I eat that and you eat the tacos. Although I guess that would be also a lineman thing. And somehow linemen are athletes because those big guys move at incredible speeds and it makes no sense. Final question. We'll let you go on this. Who do you got winning the Super Bowl?
Um, I'm gonna have Tampa Bay. I'm gonna get Tampa Bay.
Deal. Let me
Just
know when you want to.
because
Would you like to film one that also says I've got Kansas City and just so that way we get it in?
No, I don't switch up.
Deal.
Tampa Bay.
There you go. Malcolm, we really, really appreciate you joining us for a little bit. Congratulations on the commitment to USD. Folks at USD, get this man a hat, get him anything, please, something, get it delivered to him. We promise it will be worth it. It will be good advertising for you guys. And everyone out there, the stay-at-home orders have been lifted, so that's good sign, but we need everyone to keep being responsible and safe and healthy so we can get football back and we can see kids like this running around, smashing between the tackles. Malcolm, have a great rest of your day. Say hi to Coach for us, and everyone there, please be safe.